Margie Eaton.
I want to thank Dr. Henderson for inviting me out here again. I was out here before the primary to meet some familiar faces, and there's some new ones today. My name is Margie Eaton. I am running for Supervisor of Elections. I have lived in Lake County for 40 years. I'm married, have one daughter, and on Saturday I will increase my family by a son-in-law. So it's a rather busy time for me. I'm very excited about it, though. It's going to be a very happy occasion. I graduated from Lake Sumter with a legal degree, or degree in legal assisting, and graduated from DeVry with bachelor's in management. And I think my legal background, which is 15 years plus, is important in this job because this job is defined by Florida statute. We also have the rules of the federal government when it comes to your voting process. These things Tallahassee tells us how to do. We have to implement them as the Supervisor of Elections. But more importantly is the service that you get from your local office. And this is the community outreach that I speak so much about, of trying to let people know what's coming up, what's going to be happening, the changes that are coming through, trying to get information out to people about what is coming up in an election. Because the reality is, and I have found, is people don't know and don't pay a lot of attention to the Supervisor of Elections office until election year. And everything in between that, there's so much more that can be done to try to keep people informed, keep the voter rolls updated, make sure people are changing their addresses when they move. Even if they just move a short distance, it still has to be updated. And I see a lot of people that, have that deer in the headlight looks when they, you say something about that, and what's happened is they moved and they didn't think about it. Now it's a rush to go and get things fixed. These are things that this office should be doing. We should make sure that people are aware of what's going on. We have, they were talking about kids and how much they are so much more advanced, so much younger than we were on the technology that we have. It's important to be able to reach these people with what they want to see. They do not want to pick up a phone. Most of them don't even know what a phone book is, but they don't want to pick up a phone to have to ask a question. They want to get on their phone and look for the answer. And these are the things that we have to update. We've got to keep it, but also still offer for those like me that will call and ask a question. Make sure that the jobs within inside the office are not being duplicated, because that's hard on the taxpayers' money. When you go in and see the same, different people doing the same job. I work for a judge in Orange County as his judicial assistant, and I see this constantly in the different departments that I have to work with. And it's very frustrating to me because I know that these are people that could be doing other things to help more people, and it's not getting done. So that's, I managed a construction office for 8 years, so I have the management experience that is necessary. I understand the importance of the staff that is there, that has the experience, and also of the people that work the polls. Because I've had several people that have come up to me and asked why I would be getting rid of all these people, and this is really hard for me because I always say, as much as I hate using the word stupid, it would be very stupid of me or anybody else who comes into this office to get rid of everybody who has experience and knows, the basic processes. Now, I wanted to let people know that I have a passion, and anyone that has heard me speak, I have a passion for the voting process. I had two, in 4 minutes? That was fantastic. Well, thank you very much. I have some literature on my table, and I hope you remember my name is Margie Eaton. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It's nice to be here in precinct number 37 in Hawthorne, where we have I want to thank you for being very, very good voters In fact, you vote so well,
Emogene
sometimes
Stegall.
on election day, when I get the percentage of turnout throughout the county, I try to check with each precinct. So I have to worry a little bit sometimes that we're going to vote more than we have registered in the precinct. Thank you, Ken. I am Emogene Stegall, and I've been around for a few years. As you know, this is not my first campaign. And in my campaigns, I always take the high road. This is America, and I understand anyone who wishes may run for an office. I respect my opponent. Negative campaigning is not my style. I am the best candidate for the job. I worked in the office 14 years as chief deputy before I was elected supervisor in 1972. I am a state certified supervisor of elections. I have the proven experience, integrity, honesty, and dedication. During my tenure in office, I have successfully implemented voting systems that have been certified by the Department of State. In addition, I have converted the voter registration system to the most modern, cost-effective registration system that present technology has to offer. I have continued to expand the voter outreach program in the community and schools by conducting voting machine demonstrations, voter registration drives, mock elections, school elections, and by providing information and voter registration services through our web and our mobile sites. And also we did a mock election for the South Lake home educators for the homeschool students, and the students really liked voting on the voting equipment. We go to Lake Sumter Community College, both campuses, Claremont and Leesburg. We do the voter registration. We do conduct their class officers elections. And in March each year we go to each and every high school within Lake County and register the students. This year we registered 643 new students. I have been endorsed by the Lake County Education Association, and I've never been involved in a court of law, never had an election contested. My office is nonpartisan. Everyone is treated equally. If I am reelected, I will continue to spend your tax dollar wisely, conduct honest, fair, impartial, successful elections, and use every tool legally available to ensure the security and of keeping our voter records according to the statute. And we do comply with the federal statute, and there are many that we have to comply with, and the state statute in removing names from the voter records. I will work smart and always strive to do more for less. And please consider my qualifications when you go to vote. Just remember this little jingle. 40 years of service, all fair and legal. Keep elections straight. Vote for Stegall. Thank you.